Working for you. CBS 6 News at 6 starts now.
Our top story tonight, a double shooting within earshot of an emergency room, bringing a massive police presence to a Chesterfield hospital. Good evening, I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
I'm Julie Bragg tonight for Candace. Our crime insider John Burkett is live outside the hospital. He's been covering this all afternoon. John, what are your sources saying this evening?
Well, Julie, we're learning a little bit more about the victims. So far, Crime Insider sources tell me there were 2 victims that were dropped off here at St. Francis Hospital after that shooting that happened near the intersection of Lux Lane and Charter Colony Parkway. That is a stone's throw from St. Francis's front doors. I am told that one of those victims has since been transferred to Chippenham Hospital with a more serious injury. The other victim had a hand injury. Crime Insider sources also confirming that a person has been detained, yet no arrests have been made in this case. Police did clear the scene here about 30 minutes ago. We are told that detectives are working this actively, trying to figure out what played out here. I can tell you again, the actual double shooting happened off-site, off-location, near the intersection of Lux and Charter Colony Parkway. That's where the investigation has led them. That's what they're working on now. We hope to get more information and have an update for our viewers on CBS 6 News at 7 and also CBS 6 News at 11. Working for you in Chesterfield County, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, John. We have an update now on the child police say was shot in the head in Henrico last night. Family members tell CBS 6 that 2-year-old Lavier Robinson opened his eyes in the hospital today.
They also tell our Brendan King there is still a long way to go in this child's recovery. Brendan, what can you tell us?
Well, a long way to go indeed, Bill. Just last week, this boy and his sister, his twin sister, celebrated a birthday. Now he's in critical condition here at VCU Medical Center. His family inside at his bedside demanding justice.
And he smiles a lot.
This grandmother stands outside VCU Medical Center Wednesday.
An innocent baby, 2 years old, just got hurt for no reason.
Issuing a plea for help.
Please, please call the cops and let them know that you saw what happened.
Arneatha Atkinson says she heard multiple gunshots outside her Winston Street home in Henrico just after 6 Tuesday night.
You see it on TV all the time, but it hit close to home.
Her grandson, 2-year-old Lavier Robinson, stood at the front door.
I was about 5 steps away from getting him, and they shot again, and it hit the baby, and he just dropped. And I just ran out the house with him to the hospital, just drove him to the hospital fast as I could get here.
Atkinson says the shooter hit the baby in the head.
He cried all the way to the hospital. He's strong, he's fighting. He opened his eyes actually this morning.
A sign of hope when a family struggles to understand why.
Argument with my son and another boy. It turned to gunplay.
Gunplay with innocent victims caught in the middle.
Anytime you shoot into somebody's house and you know that there's kids near, you're a coward.
She urges the shooter to turn themselves in.
And I'm gonna go all the way to court until they are put under the jail. Because you don't shoot into nobody's house, and I'm sure you saw that baby at the door when you were shooting.
This grandmother now looks to a higher power as her baby recovers.
God is with him right now, and he's staying strong, so yes, I hope he'll be okay.
And I just posted a link to a GoFundMe to help with this boy's medical costs on our website, WTVR.com. Detectives in Henrico now urging anyone, the public, with information to call police immediately. Working for you in Richmond, I'm Brendan King, CBS 6 News.
Thanks so much, Brendan. Developing now, a Newport News man has been arrested for making threats against the governor. The Newport News Police Department says 34-year-old Cody Lahaki is charged with 1 felony count of threats to bomb or burn. Investigators say Monday they were made aware of the alleged threats, and Lahaki was taken into custody at his home without incident a day later. He is still behind bars tonight. Will be back in court on February 21st.
A cold, wet start to the day, but then the sun came out, and it actually was kind of a nice day, even though it was a little chilly out there.
That's right, and it's chilly out there now, but that snow is long gone, Zach.
It is. Yes, it is. We had a lot of sunshine this afternoon, so the 1/10 of an inch officially of snow that we got had no chance. It melted away pretty quickly, and it is going to be a cold night tonight. So let me show you what we've got outside right now. Currently, the temperature in Richmond is 36 degrees. It's already dropped to 33 here in the Backyard Weather Center. It is 30 in Petersburg, and look at Louisa, already down to 29 degrees. It's just 6 o'clock. It is going to be a cold night tonight as temperatures will continue to fall here with clear skies and light winds. There have been a few high, thin clouds to our south and east, but that's about it. The area of high pressure is positioned back to our west. Really the core of the Arctic air is to our north, though. And this will be close enough, though, to us. Thank you, Walter, to bring us that very cold night for the area. All right, here's a look at your forecast for the rest of tonight. Skies will remain clear. Temperatures will drop down to freezing or below by 11 o'clock tonight. We won't stop there. We'll be down into the low to mid 20s by tomorrow morning. But dry tonight and dry tomorrow at just about all we're going to see for the next about 6 days, as rain is going to be a fixture in our forecast. I'll show you when we'll have our best chances and how much total rainfall to expect in a few minutes.
Thank you, Zach. Another county in Central Virginia has passed a resolution supporting the Second Amendment. And our Jake Burns says hundreds of people were at the Hanover County meeting this afternoon to show support for the measure, although it's not clear what it does exactly. Jake?
Well, Bill Hanover's resolution did not include the word sanctuary. However, it became clear that the majority of the board here is fearful of what the gun laws might be passed by the Democrats when they take power at the General Assembly come January. The boardroom here at Hanover was over capacity, hundreds of people here to support the Second Amendment and their Second Amendment rights. We expect similar scenes will play out in Chesterfield County tonight as they consider a similar resolution. These resolutions being passed by dozens of mostly rural counties across Virginia. The thing is, it's not clear that these resolutions are anything more than words on a page. In fact, one of the Hanover board members, the only one who voted against this resolution, says that Virginia's a Dillon rule state, so they have to follow state laws and counties cannot ignore it. Legal scholars and Virginia's Attorney General have said that these resolutions are not legally binding. In fact, Attorney General Mark Herring, who is a Democrat, says that he thinks this whole thing is ginned up by the gun lobby, in his words. Now, as for the Second Amendment supporters that we spoke with today, they push back on that passionately. They say that they worry their guns are going to be taken away, and they're fearful of that, even though they're not the ones breaking the law.
I used to teach history, and we taught our kids that it's a fundamental right and that it's not out there to hurt people. It's out there because it is your right.
That's mostly what I'm here, to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to give up my gun for anything, for any reason, and that's just that.
Governor Ralph Northam has said that none of the gun proposals by Democrats would take away anyone's guns, and that's not what they're trying to do. They're just trying to make Virginia safer. No one here in Hanover tonight spoke out against the resolution, at least no citizens, just that one dissenting vote. That might not be the case in Chesterfield County, where the politics and the makeup of that county is much different than here in Hanover. Working for you in Hanover County, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Jake. We have a problem solvers update about a woman Shelby Brown has profiled before. Lauren Hope was a TV reporter before mental health issues forced her to step away. Now she's an advocate hoping to help others. Tonight, Shelby Brown tells us how Hope is getting a chance to save more lives.
I fall into a major episode or I have a major anxiety attack.
Lauren Hope is no longer ashamed to tell people that once in her life, mental illness drove her to attempt suicide. And the former TV news reporter we introduced you to a few years ago now speaks to whoever she can about her mental health journey.
Anyway,
she now advocates for others suffering from mental illness. These days, her mission is fueled by the national mental health storytelling show that travels the nation. It's called This Is My Brave.
it helped me accept what I was going through.
Now Hope is producing a This Is My Brave show here in Virginia. She wants everyone to know about upcoming auditions.
You're going to tell your story in front of a live studio audience, a recovery story, how you're living and thriving with mental illness or how you're living in recovery from substance use disorder. And you can do that in a variety of ways.
From spoken word and musical performances to comedy and creative storytelling, last year when Hope took to the This Is My Brave stage for the show in Arlington, she shared a very powerful essay called Men in Steel Spiked Boots.
And that's kind of how anxiety attacks felt like to me. It felt like men with steel spiked boots were like stomping on my chest. So I talked a lot about how not accepting my mental illness really put me in a dangerous situation.
The show will be held in Virginia Beach, but Hope says the auditions are open to everyone, even here in Central Virginia. The only requirement is that the person has a lived experience with mental illness and or substance use disorder.
I know that Central Virginia is so diverse. I want this show to be a reflection of our area. College students, service members, moms, dads, so anyone can apply.
Strong in her faith, Lauren believes she's walking in her purpose, excited to help others find and speak their own truth.
I lived in darkness for so long, in hiding that I was dealing with depression and anxiety. So to be able to be on a stage and say, yes, this is what I live with, but I'm living with it, so freeing in ways I never imagined.
In Richmond, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 News.
Well, the CBS 6 problem solvers are here to help. If you need us, call 254-3672 or email problemsolvers@WTVR.com. Recently, Petersburg police officers responded to a heartbreaking child abuse call.
The details were horrific, so our Candace Burns decided to surprise some of the officers to thank them for their hard work and compassion. With the help of our friends at Loyalty Automotive, here's tonight's CBS 6 Month of Giving.
Hello. Hi, my name is Candace. I'm with CBS 6 News, and we wanted to get you some cookies and some gift cards. And we also have a teddy bear for the 3-month-old that you guys have to go and help. And we know that police everywhere have to see some things that are really, hard to see. And we just wanted to thank you for the things that you do to keep our community safe. So we've got these cookies, and we also have gift cards for all of the officers and detectives who worked on that case, because we were really, really hurt by what you guys had to see. And we know when you went home to see your families, you probably hugged them a little tighter that night. And we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. Child is doing well, eyes are open, looking around. The doctors say that he's doing well. He is still on the ventilator at this time, though. Detectives and patrol officers here in the agency are collecting funds to do something for the child for Christmas. We're concerned about his well-being right now. We want to do something nice for him. I think they greatly appreciated it.
Wow,
that's sweet.
That was a tough case.
Yes, and he said they're already moved as a department to collect things to make sure that child has, Christmas. And I can't imagine how hard it is to see that up close and while doing your job, and you never know what you're going to walk into.
I definitely want to thank them, and they really did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Instead of classrooms, a local elementary school has separated children into houses. Now, it sounds like something out of Harry Potter, but teachers say it is just the start of their unique teaching program. Rob Cardwell tells us more about it next in tonight's Building Better Minds.
I love being a reporter because it's something different every day, but I also like telling the story. I love telling somebody's story.
Take a walk in Wayne's World with Tales from the Tri-Cities, Wednesdays at 11.
Central Virginia offers us 4 dynamic seasons of weather. Welcome to winter.
And we're your source for school closings, delays, road conditions. CBS 6, your snow authority.
At Subaru of Richmond, you always get more. More friendly people to help you and more Subarus to choose from. Save over $2,000 on the 2020 Outback Onyx Edition XT during the Subaru Share the Love event. You always get more at Subaru of Richmond.
My psoriatic arthritis pain, I had enough. It's not getting in my way.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness, much better.
My psoriasis, clearer. Cosentix works on all of this.
4 years and counting.
So watch out.
I got this.
Watch me.
Real people with active psoriatic arthritis are feeling real relief with Cosentix. Cosentix is a different kind of targeted biologic. It treats the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis to help you look and feel better. It even helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better.
I got real relief with Cosentix.
Watch me.
Feel real relief. Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
Need help this holiday season? Saxon to the rescue. Ugg boots and slippers. Dansko. Doc Martens, Blundstone, and Sperry duck boots. Fry. And Birkenstocks for all. One-size gift cards fit everybody. And free gift wrapping to boot. So who's got a party? Saxon has your shoes. And don't miss our famous 25% off winter sale going on now. Saxon, your one-stop holiday shop.
At Subaru of Richmond, you always get more. More support for local charities and more Subarus to choose from. Save over $2,000 on the all-new and refreshed 2020 Forester during the Subaru Share the Love event. You always get more at Subaru of Richmond.
CBS 6 Sky Tracker, sponsored by JES Foundation Repair.
CBS 6 News is sponsored in part by Haynes.
Well, do you believe in magic? Teachers at a school in Hanover think they found the perfect spell to keep the attention of their students.
We're always looking for that spell, but it works. Here's this week's Building Better Minds report.
It's time for Building Better Minds with Rob Cardwell.
Yo, listen up, listen up. Yo, what's up?
Welcome to Magical Mondays at John Gandy Elementary.
And that's when the houses mix up and the kids come here all together in third grade, for example, and then they break off into their houses.
Got teamwork. Houses and magic. Sounds like something out of Harry Potter's Hogwarts. But these houses have grades flying, not brooms.
We are mom.
Their achievement soars through having the connection with one adult. So when we provide the opportunity to build those relationships, that's what we're hoping to see come from this.
The students find out their house with a sorting ceremony. Miss Churchill and a group of resource leaders provide each house with a trait and a purpose.
My trait for my house is empathy, or we're the empathetic house. Mar is a shark and they're innovative. And then Kula is respect, and Tatanka is trustworthiness, and Gratos is gratefulness.
What does it mean to be grateful? Briar.
Anytime kids are engaged, they're going to have better academic performance. So if they want to be here and they're looking forward to what they're going to do, we're going to see better engagement.
The activities are fun and wild. The lessons are simple.
I appreciated all of you using kind words with one another.
But the result is simply magic.
It's hard to say without getting emotional because I really care about it, but I want them to feel loved. I want them to have a place where they felt special and felt connected, and I want them to know that we really care deeply for them and that they had that love here when they were here. Sorry.
Building Better Minds in Hanover. Rob Cardwell, CBS 6 News.
It's just if they can all talk about those traits at that
Yes.
age. I mean, just how awesome is that? I mean, if my young children were able to discuss such things, I'd be so pleased.
And how awesome to have a teacher with so much love.
Yeah.
That's really great.
And doing her life's work.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to hear about inspiring people at your school.
Nominate someone for Building Better Minds.
Email newstips@WTVR.com. You can nominate anyone who you think makes a difference in our local schools. Zach?
All right, we have a clear and cold night here in Virginia, and it is going to be really cold by tomorrow morning as high pressure settles in to the region. Let me show you how we did for today. Now, the high temperature was actually set just after midnight, so it was colder than this during the day. We were in the low to mid 40s after a morning low of 33 and a little coating of snow. That snow came up to 1/10 of an inch, and when you add that to what we got back on November 12th, that makes this 1 inch so far this season. All right, half an inch of moisture as well, so we are doing pretty well in the old rain gauge, and we're going to add a lot to that over the next 6 days. Currently it's 36. We have a southwest breeze at about 3 miles per hour, so no issue there with any wind chill, but a dew point of 22 is an indication of how dry the air is and how much room we have for our temperature to drop tonight, and it will continue to drop quickly. We're already in the 20s back in Louise at 28 degrees. It's 30 degrees down in Petersburg. All right, here are your temperatures over the next 12 hours. We're going to continue to drop down into the 20s. We'll make it in the low and mid 20s by early tomorrow morning. So it'll be a cold day, not just in the morning, but all day long. So sunshine tomorrow, but with Arctic air, it just is dense, and when you try to heat it up, it stays pretty chilly. So highs will only make it into the very low 40s tomorrow. Then rain is going to return late on Friday and into early Saturday. It will rain Friday night, and that rain could be heavy at times. Then another system will move in early next week. It looks to be a rain producer for us as well. Be colder for this one, but still probably a cold rain here with some snow as you head a little bit farther north, maybe Fredericksburg on up to DC, at least for a short period of time before that snow changes over to rain. All right, up top, we've got just a few high, thin clouds, but a beautiful full moon rising right now. So skies remain clear tonight, and with high pressure off to our west, it's going to be a cold night. And we're used to seeing snow cover up along the northern tier of states, but this is a little early to see this swath of snow all the way back down into northern Mississippi and Alabama. They picked up some from this latest storm system. Look at the lows tonight, teens and 20. So a really cold start to the day tomorrow. Highs in the afternoon only making it into the low 40s, and that's with full sunshine. So just a testament to how cold that Arctic air is. We'll have a northeast wind at 5 to 10, a high of 41. Rest of tonight, skies are clear. Rest of tomorrow, sunshine out there. As we get into Friday, clouds will increase. The rain will not arrive until afternoon and early evening, so you'll have some opportunity to get stuff done early Friday, but the rain moves in Friday night into early Saturday, and the next storm system for us coming up Monday. Some snow possible up to our north. Right now it looks like it's going to be rain for us here and a good bit of rainfall and some heavy snows out in mountains of West Virginia and up into western Maryland. As far as rainfall goes over the next 6 days, we're looking at anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain across many areas. So with that kind of rain, we would finish up the year above normal for 2019. Yet again, another above normal year in rainfall. A lot of rain here over the next several days, but we'll get some dry weather in on Sunday.
All right, this is a look at the Week 2 Let It Glow winner. The Tatum family put this together at their home on Walnut Creek Road in Midlothian. They even have a snowblower. The home has 120,000 lights. The display is on in the evenings through January 1st.
And if you think your decorations are some of the best in Central Virginia, take a picture or video and then upload it to the CBS 6 Facebook page with your name, address, and contact info. Lane?
Thanks, Bill. Coming up in sports, Bronco Mendenhall and Justin Fuente both made appearances at their respective bowl sites today as the Hoos and Hokies get set for the end of the month. And Old Dominion introduces the new kid on the block in Norfolk as he takes over the Monarchs.
What does Haley have?
Haley has holiday specials.
So happy Haley Days. 'Tis the season to save on over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs, all on HaleyAuto.com.
Haley has it.
Yes, yes we do.
Check in to Edward Hopper and the American Hotel at VMFA through February 23rd. Get your tickets now. Visit vmfa.museum.
When you have to be on the job, be C. When you have to be dad, be C. Because BC now does even more, relieving headaches and tough colds and sinus pain fast. When you have to be your best, be C.
Mike Bloomberg's never been afraid of tough fights, the ones that make a true difference in people's lives. And Mike's won them, which is important right this minute, because if you can beat America's biggest gun lobby, helping pass background check laws and defeat NRA-backed politicians across this country, beat Big Coal, helping shut down hundreds of polluting plants, and beat Big Tobacco, helping pass laws to save the next generation from addiction, all against big odds, you can beat him.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Looking around here, I see tablets, laptops, printers, smartphones. They're all connected to the internet.
They're all connected.
Can your network handle all those devices?
Sometimes.
Comcast Business runs on the nation's largest gig speed network, so you can get the bandwidth you need to power all of your devices at peak performance.
If all of my devices could have that kind of speed, I would be dancing.
Get fast, reliable internet and voice for just $99.99 per month. Act now and get a speed upgrade for 1 year at no additional charge. Call today.
Keeping a little more jingle in your pocket this holiday season is easier than you think, because during Haley Auto Group's Haley Days sales event, we believe 'tis the season to save.
Haley has it.
Yes, yes we do.
Now, from the Geico Sports Desk, CBS 6 Sports Director Lane Casadante.
Good evening, everyone. While the folks in Las Vegas might have their early opinions of how this year's Orange Bowl between Florida and UVA might turn out, as of today, there's only one thing that everybody knows for sure. There's going to be plenty of orange and blue in the stands. UVA is going to be the home team for the game. With their opponent's proximity, that advantage is likely in name only. Mendenhall and Florida head coach Dan Mullen appeared at a press conference to kick off the build-up to the Orange Bowl on the 30th. His trip to Miami today also allowed him to get some recruiting done at the same time. The Cavaliers have been all smiles since being awarded a spot in their first ever New Year's Six game, but Coach Mendenhall said today that practice will definitely help out with that. Likewise, Hokies head coach Justin Fuente appeared in Charlotte for a preview of their Belk Bowl appearance against Kentucky on New Year's Eve. In his first year in Blacksburg, Fuente led the Hokies to this game, where they stormed back in the second half to beat Arkansas. This was the first time he has spoken since the announcement that Justin Hamilton will be taking over the defense as Bud Foster retires, and what led Fuente to make that decision.
When the season began to wind down, we were able to talk to a bunch of really qualified candidates. I did not offer the job to anybody except Justin. It just kept coming back to him and his ability to lead and our ability to surround him with a great staff.
Old Dominion introduced Ricky Rain as their program's second ever head coach earlier today at Ballard Stadium on campus. He has spent the last 6 years as an offensive assistant at Penn State, the last 2 as offensive coordinator. Before that, he was with current Penn State head coach James Franklin down at Vanderbilt. He takes over for Bobby Wilder, who guided the Monarchs for their first 13 seasons of existence and who resigned last week. Last night in New York, former Virginia Union coach and athletic director Joe Taylor was formally inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. Taylor led the Panthers to 3 playoff berths in his 8 seasons as head coach. He also took Hampton to the playoffs. Altogether, he won 231 games at 3 different schools and made 10 playoff appearances. He returned to VUU as athletic director as well and becomes the 11th Virginia coach enshrined. He's now a member of 5 different Halls of Fame. The news at 6 tonight is coming right back.
Doppler Max 6 is sponsored by the law firm of Allen & Allen. The injury attorneys of Allen & Allen are here to fight for compensation for your injuries. Visit allenandallen.com.
A furnace tune-up by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning can fix little problems before they become big trouble, and you might get a lower power bill.
Positive energy. I like it.
Schedule your furnace tune-up today.
1 hour.
Yes. What's going on?
1 minute.
This is good.
No, come on.
And I will take this one.
You want some scratchers?
This year, free yourself from taping, cutting, wrapping, or presentation embarrassment. This year, give the gift of the Virginia Lottery.
I'm Brian from 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is my main man, Tom, and my other main man, Tom.
You never know how much junk you've got until you move.
Point to something you wish would disappear.
Would it be possible to... It's gone.
All you have to do is point.
Where have you been all my life?
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
You look so handsome. Oh, I just put some money in your Atlantic Union bank account to help with dinner.
Awesome. Thanks, Mom.
Ooh, surf and turf. That's steak and lobster, right?
For you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have the same.
The Atlantic Union Bank mobile app comes with Zelle, so you can send money to those you trust anytime.
For dessert?
Double chocolate souffle.
And 2 spoons.
When the stakes are high and the outcome means everything, you need a team that stands ready to protect you. Like an experienced pilot, the personal injury lawyers of Allen & Allen have the training, resources, and skills to handle any situation. If you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, call us, because preparation matters.
A furnace tune-up by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning can fix little problems before they become big trouble, and you might get a lower power bill.
Positive energy. I like it.
Schedule your furnace tune-up today.
1 hour.
Zach came in to warm up a little.
Yeah, it feels a lot better in here right now. It feels good at first,
Yeah.
the first 3 minutes. After that, it gets
Then it seeps into the bones.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here in 30 minutes for the news at 7.